Hello everyone, Dr. Lindsay here. I hope you had a very nice extended holiday weekend. And now we're back to the grindstone for a couple more weeks. So first of all, Module 8 case studies will be graded as soon as possible. I just ask for a little bit of patience with that because I have much more grading to do this week than other weeks. So please be patient, but I will get to it as soon as I can. The next case study will be in Module 10, and it's a little bit different. You have a sneak peek if you have a chance. You can look ahead at this. For your Module 10 case study, it's not the same. You're not given necessarily cases to solve or anything to have correct answers for. This is really your perspective, and I want you to research a little bit about each of your scenarios here and provide information that you think would be appropriate for each case. So let me run through this. You're going to submit about 3 to 4 paragraphs of information for each case study, and you're looking at 3 different scenarios here. You will include medical terminology, anatomy, and discuss and summarize what's happening in each case. Then, this is the really important part, I want you to research and discuss different cultural, religious, or societal perspectives, or any other issue that's tied in with the situation or scenario you are given that would be applicable for that situation. And make sure you're giving accurate references here. There is a possibility when you're reading through these case studies that you'll make assumptions or that you will lean one way because of a certain word or a certain descriptor that's used for a patient. I want you to be really cautious of that. Take down your own biases, do a little bit of research about something you may be familiar with or unfamiliar with, and get outside your comfort zone. And then lastly, I want you to make sure you're paying attention to this last bullet here. Identify any possible personal or healthcare member values or morals that could be affected in these scenarios. So I'll let you look through them on your own, but again, you'll be providing about 3 to 4 paragraphs of information for each of these case studies. The first one is a female patient, second one is a young female patient, and the third one is a same-sex couple. So very interesting cases, things you'll see in everyday life. So take a look at those, be unbiased with your responses. You can certainly provide a little bit of opinion if you think that's warranted, but it should be backed up with some sort of reference or reason for your opinion. Alright, I hope that's straightforward, and if not, you can always let me know before you turn it in if you have any questions. For Module 9, the reproductive system is one of my favorites. I think it's a really cool system. And really we're looking at 2 different systems that work together. So I wanted to point out 2 different slides in your work this week. If you can't label everything on this slide by the end of this week, you need a little bit of a review. This is a good one to look back on because it's a frontal view of the female side of anatomy. You need to be able to identify all of the important parts here. You've got to know the ovary, you've got to know the fallopian tube, the uterus, the different layers of the uterus, the cervix and vagina. You really have to have a good understanding of how things flow through in both directions. So if sperm's coming in, if the endometrium is coming out, you really need to understand why that's the case. Alright, then you have the male side of things, and here's another great picture of that that's already in your slides. If you can't identify everything in this slide, make sure you take the time to go back and review it again. A really good way to do this, just like in your lab this week, is to draw it out. Draw every piece of the anatomy here and draw it in order that the sperm travels. That'll be the best way for you to learn that and ingrain it in your memory. So you have to have a really good understanding of where things are coming from and where they're going to. So check that out. I hopefully you'll find the information in the lesson to be really helpful this week. And if you have any other questions before we start wrapping up the term here, let me know. I'm more than happy to help. I just need to know that you need the help so I can help you. Alright, have a good one.